63 phát là gần rồi đấy, gần rồi đấy. Vừa bút em mèo điện về nhưng không biết bung như nào. Gần lắm rồi đấy, gần lắm rồi. Ông là gần lắm rồi. Tôi cũng 60 mấy phát tôi mới ra đây.
Honorary knight.
Bỏ lốt
Is something the matter?
trái cây. Nào, không biết game nữa.
Eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no? Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Mà kênh đéo làm con mẹ gì sao nó vẫn lên lượt đăng ký.
Everyone can hear your voice.
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to...
Jules from Leeway.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes,
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling? Well, that's as good a reason as any.
So, guess we've broken the ice.
That little one beside you.
That's not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
He was so cold just a moment before. Hyman's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then. As I thought, you really are similar to him. I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
Ok Vinh nhá, nãy anh còn say đấy.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
Anh còn say nha.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss Mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too. We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all.
Chơi nhiều nó mới thích.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something. Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
That manner. It's just... Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the
Mới
Temple of
9
the
giờ.
Falcon.
Giờ này trễ, khá trễ.
Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be
Tuần
answered
sau đi
there.
học lại rồi. Khỏe.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Ở đây chắc là ăn Tết đồ xong hết trơn rồi nhỉ. Chuẩn bị đi học lại thôi.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss. A falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind. Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Tức là cái con hạt kế bên này.
Incoming.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger.
Cái này mới gọi là chơi đồ này.
It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Let me scribe. Speed of light. Fate is upon you. Cut to the chase. Incoming. Hey!
Ui,
Don't blink.
máu cầu. Kệ em bắt gian đồ vào. Sao bị kéo máu dữ ta?
Delved into destiny.
Surrender and will be gentle.
Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Đặt cái con chó này ra ấy.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey, cut to the chase. Delved into destiny. Incoming. Hey. Delved into destiny. Fate is upon you. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Delved into destiny.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald the abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundation. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolvendom, great, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin?
Indeed. See that, floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere.
Nghèo thấy mẹ luôn, lì xì gì bạn ơi. Chúng ta không nên dí tiền vào cờ bạc, hiểu không?
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first. Speed of light, cut to the chase. Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
Phật 6 ca đàm. Ngon đấy.
That's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss. Speed of light.
Đói à, mấy này đói lắm bà ơi. Mày làm đánh lươn rồi đi xỉ tao đúng không?
Incoming. Hey! And there's another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick! Let me scry. Don't blink. Don't blink.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf...
But now we're out of leads.
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's but I suppose that this place is more lair than storm terror at this. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
There are lots of monsters gathered over there. You're toast! Shadows of fate. Nowhere to hide. Yeah, incoming. Let me scry. Incoming. Don't blink.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Decided by destiny. Cut to the chase. Shadows of fate. Speed of light. Nice and spicy. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
come a little closer.
Đơn lớn. Đơn lớn.
Written in the stars. You're in for a little.
Don't blink! With sword from shadow. Incoming! Hey! Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person. Where are they now, anyway?
He no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be...
Oh, is that how it is?
I still have some things left unfinished.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster. Whichever it is, we can reach the...
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up. Don't blink.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any dip. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed that person around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your brother? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
some real confusing stuff.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that he is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find him itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again. After all, I did take 500 Mora, and...
Add Ash.
Should I save this money or invest it?
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Speed of light. Finally. I almost fell asleep waiting. As usual, my predictions are correct. You, yes you, come with me.
Are you some sort of door-to-door fortune teller? Sorry, but we're not really interested.
You're not from this world, are you?
How do you know about that?
How? Because I'm a master of true astrology. If you've no other questions, let's be off. Fine. I'll exercise a little patience and explain. I am astrologist Mona Magistus, but considering that it is most rude to misremember names, I allow others to call me Mona. I am on a mission from my master to retrieve a certain box from Mondstadt. It was part of an agreement she made with a friend 50 years ago. But she isn't as spry as she used to be, so now it's up to me.
Not sure what getting some box back has to do with us.
Well, that's because I would also like to take on the Guardian of the Box. My master and her friend contended in the mystic arts all their lives without a clear victor. In fact, what are you talking about? The main thing here is to use this chance to prove the power and status of astrology. Now, from my predictions, I know that my master's friend has left Mondstadt, leaving her successor as the current guardian of that box. Like me, that successor must also be one who has surpassed their teacher. I must not be careless. But I would prefer to assure my victory in this contest, and upon giving it some thought, you came to mind. The knowledge passed down to me from my master must be passed on in turn. If I were to bring my disciple to meet her, then the lead is already mine, no? And you are Mondstadt's great hero, my equal in status. Come on, you don't actually have to become my disciple. You just need to act the part. There's something in it for you as well, should you come with me to get that box. Once I meet that successor and have a chance to exchange knowledge with them, I should be able to read your fate more accurately. Then I will have answers for you, even regarding such distant and foggy matters as gods and kin.
That does seem much faster than searching the land country by country.
A wise decision. That said, I would like to pay a certain place a visit before... There is a small inn near Mount Tianhong that never sees a lot of business, even though its food is always great value for the money. The owner has always been good to me, so I'd like to say a farewell before I set off.
Don't blink! Good? Speed of light! Good?
This life isn't...
Well, it's no wonder that an inn set up here has no business.
Mona, you've come at just the right time. Did you see?
A jade ring. Can't say...
Oh, that's not good. The ring was given to me by
That should be no trouble with Mona here. She's really good at astrology.
Absolutely not. Astrology is meant to be used to gain insight into reality and observe destiny itself.
But didn't you say that the owner here's been good to you?
This is a matter of pride and one's state of mind. If an astrologist thinks that their arts can solve all problems, they will be forsaken by the starry ether. Their divinations will lose the power to guide and will not be able to pierce the fog of the unknown before them.
Such a powerful ability, and you don't use it to earn a living? What a shame.
well, I was going to put up 20,000 more as compensation.
20,000? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking that the person who finds that ring must be lucky indeed to be able to earn 20,000 mora, just like... Yes, of course. Still, it wouldn't be right for us to leave like this, so let's help to search for it. There may be other means we can employ besides astrology.
Oh, Paimon knows where this is going.
I know. I'll leave this one to you. This is the first mission I'm giving you as your master.
Since it was swallowed up by a slime, maybe we can use elemental bait to lure all the nearby slime. You remember the stuff we helped Master Diluc make? And... don't sweat the small stuff.
Seems like you already have a plan.
Yep, we'll be back. The elemental bait's really strong. It will attract all the slimes in the area. Even if they're just slimes, they can be dangerous together, so we'd best prepare ourselves.
Speed of light. Speed of light. Shadows of fate! Incoming! Hey! Out of the frying pan! Let me scry! Fate is upon you! Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Hey!
Found it! It's so pretty. Pineapple.
Speed of light!
This life isn't bad either.
That's it.
You actually found it, Mr. Zhu.
You're absolutely right. How would I have faced my family if I had lost the 253rd ring my mother gave me? No, let me explain. My family owns 3 jade mines, and in order to ensure that I would be able to find myself a good wife, I think there might be over...
Then why would you feel...
Well, inheriting the family business too early unavoidably made things boring. Thank you, all the same. Here's the...
Then I'll take it gladly.
But we did all the work.
A disciple should act like one. How can they steal their master's thunder?
Didn't we say we were just playing pretend?
Well, you need to start practicing now. If my rival is as smart as I think they are, they will...
What was that rumbling sound?
Oh, right. You mustn't have eaten in days. I'm very sorry.
That didn't happen. Forget it. Well, I suddenly feel that you have indeed contributed to our good fortune. If we travel north, we'll reach the... No need to thank me. I'm just doing as a good master should.
Did she say she was treating us? Is Paimon hearing things? She's such a good person.
This life isn't bad either. I guess.
Since it's
Of course.
Excuse me. These are made using It's exactly what it says. Though tofu could not. This is a favorite. Pour a few spoonfuls.
All of them? We only have 3. No, 2.5 people?
That's not how you count it.
Sure. I just...
Around 20,000 mora.
Then, I'll just have...
Paimon's been thinking about some things, is it?
I heard that. An astrologist's... Especially the act of overly gratifying oneself using mora. And dangerous.
So, naughty, but it feels kind of bad that only... Oh, yes! You don't use mora to fulfill your desires, so it's fine as long as you're not buying anything, right? Let's go borrow the kitchen from the innkeeper.
Don't blink.
Hello. How may I help you?
We'd like to borrow the kitchen here.
Ah, I see. If I may add one more thing. You must be quite well talented from your clothes. I have a recipe for gold. It's crab meat that's been rolled.
Golden crab. Golden crab! Golden crab! With your skills in the kitchen. Speed of light.
There's no need to spend all that effort on me. I am a little This aroma is... Wow, it's incredible. Fine. Since my disciple has put in so much time and effort, I must, This golden crab is too delicious. I have never eaten any... I never knew that my disciple was this... I see that it's no boast to call them Li Yuestep. I suppose it wasn't too much to spend... it's nothing. Nothing at all. If we travel north from here, we should reach the stone gate. And what deep mystery shall we acquire knowledge of?
Speed of light. Hey!
That was the quest to plumb the wondrous depths.
Paimon's not tired.
That's because you float.
Well, it doesn't look like an astrologist is all that
That's because you have too many unrealistic fantasies.
Are you also
Who are you?
Oh, my brothers and I are all merchants. You look rather tired. The cart we hired will be coming in a while. What say you to coming along for the ride? No need. We're already heading that way.
There's no need. Now shoo, get out.
Huh?
Cease your pretensions, ban picking up people on the road who appear vulnerable, robbing them.
What are you saying? If you don't want to get on...
Well then, shall I tell you now which objects you have on you that are stolen? If you have any quibbles, we can bring people to corroborate what I've said and all will come to light. If I lose, I'll pay you 20,000 mora. But if I win, then you'll be... How about it? If you're real legitimate...
You've pushed it too far. I don't know how you found out, but as long as we get rid of you...
Don't fret, it's just a few You said earlier that there was...
Và hai con Mona.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Shadows of fate.
Written in the stars. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
What did you think? Did that satisfy your expectations? Such things are elementary. Lies are worthless before astrology. Destiny and truth are written in the stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation at a glance.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the fates and truths of this world. Anything related to you becomes like a fog that even I cannot penetrate. That is why I must meet that successor. With our knowledge combined, I might be able to gain new insight into your fate. Whatever the case, you've got everything to gain from this trip. All right, I'm rested. Let's get this journey to Mondstadt. I thought you weren't tired. Are you ready? Don't shame your master now. We're about to meet that successor. I guess. Wait, no. It won't do if you have. We have a rule that for my astrology is based on hydromancy, and as the name suggests, allow me to demonstrate. From the present station and movement of the stars. I see. So that successor is a young, female Knight of Favonius.
Doesn't that sound like Lisa?
We will meet her here presently. Well, that's all the information we need. It seems that even basic astrology can't be. Never mind, I'll explain in detail later. She's here.
Wow, it's you, Miss Honorary Knight. And Paimon, too, you're back.
That's her. The successor to great knowledge.
Successor?
That's right. I am the astrologist who has plumbed the depths of the ocean of stars.
An ocean of stars? What's that? Does it have
fish? No, don't play dumb. Is this some kind of game?
I should be the one saying that. I didn't get what you said at all.
But my predictions can't be mistaken.
That's right. Oh, so you're Mommy's friend. But she's gone very far away.
My readings told me as much. But before she left, she must have imparted her mystical arts to you.
Mystical arts? I don't get it. Mommy only taught me to make Jumpy Dumpties. So Glee's mother is the friend and rival of Mona's
Yes. As well versed in astrology as she was, my master knew only astrology. Alice, on the other hand, was skilled in a great many other mystical fields.
Well, Glee's so young. So even if she'd heard...
Yes. It seems she has inherited the blood, but not the knowledge. What a yes. So before Alice left, did she...
Oh, I know this one. So you're here for that box. I'll look. Wait here. Not this one. Ah, I remember now. I buried... Wait for me. I'll be right back. Glee, don't just run off. Don't you...
I'll help her pack these things back in. You go after her. Looking at how rash she is, I worry for the box. Speed of light.
We're here. This is it. Let's dig it up. It can't be. I put a sign. Ah, Dendro's lines. We can talk later. Let's... Into the fire.
With sword comes shadow.
Found it. It's this box. Glad it wasn't damaged in the retrieval complete. Let's bring it back.
Speed of light. You're back at last. I had intended to read a book to pass the time. It dropped from Clee's backpack, so never mind that. So, did you find...
We did. It's in perfect shape.
That's wonderful. Wait a moment. Why isn't it locked? And why is it empty?
Huh? Well, it's because I borrowed this box to store my treasures.
Borrowed?
But since you're here for the box, I took...
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box?
Oh, you want the thing that used to be in the box? You should have said so.
You haven't broken it, have you?
No, it's not broken at all. It's the book in your hand.
What? This. So this book, this diary, is that Hag's... The thing she wanted back after 50 years was the dark history of her youth? I'm finished. No wonder that old woman said I should not look at it no matter what.
Am I in trouble? It was you who said you wanted the box. You didn't say anything about the thing inside. I don't know anything. I'm leaving. Bye. Well, if you don't say anything, your master won't find out, will she?
Impossible. Astrology can see through all lies. You've seen it yourself. After having spent all my mora to come to Mondstadt, not only have I gained no knowledge...
That's so sad. Maybe you could forget everything in that book and then go back.
That's... too difficult. Yes. I mean, no. You really have no way with words.
Well, then you'll just have to...
Stop talking about it. I guess I'll have to... I'll just have to stay in Mondstadt temporarily. Once that old crone's reached the end of her days, I'll be free. But what will I do about my astrology research?
About that, we can go ask Catherine at the Adventurers Guild. Let's see if she can help.
The Adventurers Guild? Ah, right. You can do commissions for them in exchange for... You know what I mean, don't you? Oh, thanks. Never mind, it's nothing. Incoming.
I see. I understand the situation. There is a magic laboratory in Mondstadt that has been sealed by some unknown person. Although we have a few specialists who could break the seal, they all have their own labs and aren't that interested in the matter. I believe that if the astrologist you mentioned can break the seal... All right. Then, allow me to tell you where the house is.
Incoming! Hey! The person who placed the seal is by no means interesting. I suppose it's worth using my astrology on. Let me see. I see. So, if you first... All right, it's open.
Holy moly, that's amazing! Now we just need to go back to Catherine and you'll be able to stay...
No need, no need. You have my utmost thanks.
You are?
Oh, I'm Goth, the owner of this house. I passed by the Adventurers Guild a while back and I never thought this troublesome seal would be dispelled so quickly.
Does that mean I can stay here?
Of course, of course. The facilities inside were just being left there anyway. To express my thanks, I shall rent this building to you at the lowest possible...
Rent? I didn't hear anything about rent, and I helped out too.
Yes, of course, I understand. I am most thankful to you for that. So...
I mean...
Paimon thinks Mona's misunderstood something, but...
I guess I don't have any other choice.
Great! Then we are agreed. I will go prepare the documentation. Please.
Thanks for your help. Also, well, I'm very sorry, but I won't be able to do what I agreed to help without the necessary tools and without new knowledge. It will take me some time to see your destiny clearly. But I promise that I'll do a reading for you first thing once I'm ready. Yes, I don't really know what to do, but I'll do my best. I wish you both safe travels. As for me, I need to think of the future as well.
How is she gonna make a living? Maybe we should come back and check on her.
Ôi, đau bụng quá.